ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation. Welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all of our platforms. Where our lead story is Kohl's. Can't make it up. Kohl's actually has onesies for transgender. What? Here we go again. Kohl's, you might want to pay attention to what's going on. But I'm telling you, folks, remember why I say they keep doing this. They can't help themselves. It is the frog and the scorpion story crossing the river, that well-known parable. They just can't help themselves. They are who they are. Corporate woke culture permeates. 303-mile pipeline from West Virginia and Virginia is back into this budget. I think this is the same deal that Manchin wanted. Kevin Morris is apparently, the guy on the right, is apparently Hunter's sugar brother. He's the guy who's supplying Hunter money, jets, and everything else. Big-time Hollywood agent, including McConaughey, I think Chris Rock. Interesting. Lindsey Graham says the money we're spending to kill Russians is the best money we've ever spent. Of course, this is, Putin issues an arrest warrant for him. Graham says, this is with great pride. Lindsey Graham, little warmonger. And by the way, he's wrong. It's not the best money America's ever spent. Well, there was a shooting in Hollywood, Florida on a boardwalk on Memorial Day. I think like 9 folks were shot. Few of them have died. Others are injured. Don't have any more information than that at this time. The debt deal. I want to read a few things about the debt deal. The cornerstone of the deal includes a 2-year suspension of the debt limit until January 2025. The agreement limits spending, keeping all non-defense appropriations roughly flat. Congress is also required to approve 12 annual spending bills or face a snapback. The White House predicts the plan would reduce government spending by $1 trillion. Republicans are calling them fake spending cuts. Senator Paul tweeted, fake conservatives agree to fake spending cuts. No real cuts. Duh. Like we don't know that's happening. What's in the deal? Deal cuts $21 billion in IRS spending. Most of the 87,000 new agents to stay. Non-defense spending flat in 2024, an increase of 1% in 2025. Stricter work requirements for food stamps. Reclaims $30 billion in COVID funds. Student loan repayments will continue, but relief not fully rescinded. You know what this is? It's a kiss your sister bill, but it's a bill that they have to do to avoid default. I heard McCarthy on Fox News this morning. He was given a pretty good explanation that was what they had to do. We'll see what happens. The document from the FBI is supposed to come today or else. Heard Kevin McCarthy today say they're going to file contempt charges against Christopher Wray. And I'm really into this right now because over the weekend I watched some stuff about the Kennedy assassination. I mean, there isn't any doubt in my mind. I agree with Bobby Jr. that Kennedy was assassinated by the CIA. I have no doubt about it. CIA killed our president. Don't you believe it? All right, today in history, I got a couple fun things. Today in history in 1431, it wasn't fun for her. Joan of Arc was burnt at the stake. Woo! That's the reward that she got for saving her country. And the other big thing is today in 1922, the Lincoln Memorial was dedicated. 2 items in history worthy of mentioning today. Coming up at next, Eric Deters, Bulldog TV's local news with yours truly. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Bulldog TV local news. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. Well, the lead story is Cincinnati Gay Pride. You know who Cincinnati Gay Pride is sponsored? Procter & Gamble, Delta, Kroger, Hard Rock, the Reds, who, by the way, have a special Gay Pride event in July. Children's Hospital, Toyota, Gold Star, U.S. Bank, Starbucks. You know what I don't get about all this stuff? is, can a gay person go buy Procter & Gamble products? Yes. Can a gay person go to a Reds game? Yes. Can a gay person go to Starbucks, Kroger? Yes. It makes, why do we, it's like the Black Lives Matter, the gay pride. Why do they have to have this in our face? It makes no sense at all. You know what it boils down to? I've been saying this forever. It's not about equal rights. It's about special rights. It makes no sense at all. And then my cousin mentioned this. He goes, what's the word with pride? You know, you take the word issue of pride, and it's almost like, what are they doing to the word pride? What they chose the word pride. It really makes you lose your mind. Well, we got a lot of shootings, a lot of violence and law and crime. Jarrett Wright, by the way, we're going to start with this guy, went AWOL, walked out of the Warren County Detention Facility. This 20-something kid was in there for all kinds of bad stuff, and he just walked away. Not good. 2 women crashed a car on Montgomery Road in Norwood. They're apparently okay, but they're being arrested. There was a West Price Hill shooting where a 13-year-old was inadvertently shot. Not good. Then there was a Middletown shooting. Somebody else was shot. And then there was a Norwood shooting on top of that. Are we going to have all the community leaders say, oh, the community's got to come together. We have to sponsor some dialogue, and we have to have the conversation. It cracked me up. The shootings just keep on continuing. In local news, they're going to drain Sharon Woods Lake. The reason why, it's going to be dredged from sediment and soot. Guess what? Oh, the fish are going to die. Poor fishies. And there's going to be a funeral coming up for Deputy Marcus Ziegler. Deputy Marcus Ziegler, he was doing training when he died. Sad, sad story. His funeral's coming up this week. Big Kentucky news all the way in Martin County. There's going to be a 2,600-acre solar farm that Toyota's going to use for their energy. 2,600 acres looking like this. Crazy. And Ohio Senate passed a bill to end all the diversity crap in higher education. All the forced diversity training. That's good news. And in sports, they're going to go to the NCAA baseball tournament, the men's, and they're going to play in Nashville against Oregon. Congratulations, the Musketeers. Coming up next, Jamie Spinley and his World News.
Bonjour, Bulldog Nation. Today's world headlines. The capital city of Russia has been hit in a drone attack, damaging many buildings after they were shot down. Ukraine has denied the attack. China has sent 3 astronauts to its space station, including a civilian for the first time. The Zhenzhou 16 mission took off early this morning from the Gobi Desert. At least 30 peacekeepers have been injured in Kosovo. Police and NATO troops clashed with the Serb protesters over the unrest of the appointed Albanian mayor. NATO has condemned the attacks. An Australian man has escaped with his life after being attacked by a saltwater crocodile in Queensland. The man had said he thought it was a shark, but then realised it was a crocodile. I was able to leave its jaws open just far enough to get my head out, he said in a statement. Until tomorrow, have a fantastic day, and as always, thank you for watching Bulldog TV World News.